Hey Globalites, welcome to Downday Sunday, a weekly video series where I show you a day in the life when I'm not traveling and answer some of your questions. And this was recorded the week that it gets posted, unlike a lot of my videos, so don't get confused. Sometimes I'm in Vietnam, sometimes in currently in Chiang Mai. And you might be wondering where I am right now, because I look like I'm in a hole. But actually, I was in my dorm. So this is the dorm hallway. And this little closet is my dorm. 2 bunk beds in a closet. Anyway, it's functional. No one's staying in the room with me, so that's okay. As I mentioned, I'm in Chiang Mai, and I've been really working hard this week to edit a ton of videos, and I'm not done yet. So anyway, let's go start the day. So the hostel is a little pricey. It's okay because I'm really not spending a lot of money while I'm in Chiang Mai, and it's close to the places that I want to eat and work while I'm here, so it's not really that big of a deal. So it's quite loud on the street, so I'm going to basically yell at the camera. This is the Neiman Haman area. This is the neighborhood I lived in when I was living in Chiang Mai like 3 months ago. And it's so good to be back. There's lots of restaurants and bars and places to work, like what I'll be showing you today. So every day while I'm in this neighborhood, I start by walking to mall number 1 of 2 malls that I'm going to today. Mall number 1 is called Kaew, and it has, quite frankly, some of the cheapest food you're gonna find in this area. There's not a lot of street food here. It's mostly just restaurants. There it is, Kaew. KFC. See, if you think Thailand is all exotic and stuff, you may want to rethink that a little bit as we walk through here. And tops. Cup and cup. So this is Tops Market, and it's not only a grocery store, you can also eat at this lovely food court where you can get everything that you could get out on the street. All your favorite Thai dishes, and it's all cheap, just as cheap as street food, and it's a clean facility. Every morning I get an omelette with rice. Let's dig in. Okay, so I finished breakfast. That was only 35 baht. All the prices are listed down below in the description because I might forget to say something about the prices. But right now I'm talking to this guy. Hello. And you might have seen by now some videos with Joe, who's my boyfriend. If you haven't, go ahead and click up. Where does it? Up here.
Thanks for watching the videos. I hope you liked it.
Okay, the next stop for today is a place that I go to every single day while I'm here. Maya Mall. So if you don't already know, Chiang Mai is not only a destination, a very popular destination for tourists, but it's a hotbed for digital nomads, people who live abroad to enjoy a really cheap lifestyle. And Chiang Mai is one of the central hubs for digital nomads in Southeast Asia, and there's lots of people who live in this neighborhood who work here. So now I'm going to show you one of the more popular places to go when you want to work. It's C.A.M.P. C.A.M.P stands for Creative and Meeting Place. It is a large workspace where a bunch of digital nomads go to, as well as university and high school students. Now, to get Wi-Fi, if you want to get it from C.A.M.P, you have to buy a really expensive drink or pastry item or a meal from their little cafe. But to avoid doing that, all you have to do is go to AIS, which is a cell phone company here in Thailand, and buy a 50 baht SIM card. Now, you don't use the SIM card in your phone. All you have to do is get the Wi-Fi password, and AIS Wi-Fi spots are all over major cities in Thailand. So you get really super high-speed internet for free wherever you go if there's an AIS Wi-Fi spot, and there just happens to be one in C.A.M.P. Okay, so the power went out at the mall for about like 2 seconds, and even though it came back on right away, the Wi-Fi networks got thrown off and my workflow was just like disrupted, so I decided to take this time to answer your questions. Andy W wants to know, when you're going to Asia for an extended period of time, do you need to notify your credit card companies of your travels in advance? The simple answer to that is yes. You need to do that, because if you don't, they will freeze your accounts. And this also goes for bank accounts, because you're definitely going to want to take out cash while you're on the road. The last thing that you want to have happen when you go to a place that you've never been before and you're trying to figure out everything else about that place is to not be able to get money. So definitely do that. You want to call each credit card company. I know it's a pain in the ass, I did it myself. Call each credit card company and give them a list of countries that you are planning to visit. Kimberly Lane asks, do you feel like you're safer because you're filming? In other words, do you feel as though since you're carrying a camera, you're less likely to be robbed because it's on tape? Great question. And it's a kind of a yes and a no. Yes, I feel safer and more control over my surroundings because I have a camera and I can point it at anybody and catch them on camera. And in certain situations, this has helped me, particularly situations where I feel like I'm going to be scammed. But no, I actually feel like I'm more of a target when the camera's out. And I don't really even have that fancy of a camera. If I was carrying around a DSLR, I would feel much more like a target. Electronics generally are not the best thing to just have openly out in public. It makes you an easy target. People quickly identify you as the tourist. So yeah, if I'm recording, maybe I'm safer because someone will approach me, but at the same time, even if I'm recording, someone could easily just snatch the camera and then run off and delete the evidence later. And also when I'm not recording, that's even worse. I have to keep very good track of the camera and very good track of my pockets and everything else. So anyway, it helps with surveillance, but it makes you more of a target at the same time. On a similar note, Tear Travels wants to know whether or not I've had to overcome the quote-unquote weird factor of vlogging in public while being solo. And yes, Tear Travels, in my early videos, I have one vlog that's just me talking about being uncomfortable on camera, which you can see right here. And it definitely gets easier with practice. You definitely have to understand that when you pull out a camera in public and just start talking to it, people will kind of think you're a little strange and take a second, maybe laugh a little, or just like give you a weird look. But you can't take that judgment to heart because they don't even know you and they're gonna think about you for like 2 seconds. And then they're gonna keep going. And I found that when I'm in tourist spots, nobody cares. Nobody cares because everyone else is taking photos of themselves and recording things. And particularly in Asian countries, especially with Chinese people, they just love taking photos of themselves and they like dress up and get into photo shoots. I think that looks strange, but you know, they don't care and I don't care and we just do our own thing and it's all good. So Tear Travels, I think I know that you're like toying with the idea of vlogging, and what I have to say is just do it and be brave. You're gonna overcome those anxieties because there's nothing to really be afraid of. Who cares about what people think about you? It's all about just doing what you want to do and facing fears and overcoming them and showing that on camera. Just be authentic and be yourself and don't worry about what other people think when they're looking at you. Okay, that's all the time we have right now for questions. Thank you so much for submitting if you did. If you'd like your question answered on a future Downday Sunday, leave it in the comments below. I will collect them and we'll try and answer as many as possible the next time. Alright, right now I'm super hungry, so let's go down to the basement and get some more food court food, because that's all I eat in Chiang Mai. But first, one of the perks of working here is this gorgeous view of Doi Satep. I just love this view. I mean, it's not the prettiest view, but it's, I don't know, it's pretty awesome. There's lots of different options in the food court down here, and I'm just gonna go for a simple noodle dish, noodle soup, but you can get everything that you can get all over Thailand. Pad Thai, Pad Siu, Khao Soi, vegetarian Thai food, everything. That was good, y'all. Technically I'm not allowed to have a camera like pointing at things while I'm in the mall, but I'm gonna show you around a little bit. So this mall is not necessarily unique in terms of aesthetics. A lot of the prices here, they're relative to Western store prices. So you're not gonna get a cheap discount and you're not gonna bargain here. That's not what this place is about. They're selling retail with major brands like this familiar one from back at home. Yes, American Eagle is a thing here, and they also have this questionable sign. What 20% of the bottom gets cut off? Yeah, and there's also Starbucks. This place, Viva Loco, is like if you mix like Party City with like Claire's and Hot Topic. It has all this weird stuff. Basically, if you need something and you can't find it in the local markets, then you can always come here. You're just gonna have to pay just a little bit more, or maybe a lot more, to get what you want. There's also a ton of restaurants here. You can get American steak, Korean, Japanese, Iraqi. They also have another food court for Lana food. Lana is the ethnicity of the northern Thai region. Maybe I'm gonna get a snack here because I'm a big girl. That's actually a pretty good price for mangoes. Dried mangoes are some of my favorite food. Oh, they're pretty good. There's also this gym right behind me. And there's this huge movie complex right here, showing all of the movies that you can want to see in both English and Thai. Let's see, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Warcraft, X-Men. And you choose the one with E, you get English, and you choose the one with T, you get Thai. And no Asian mall would be complete without an arcade. Back to work. Okay, it's dinner time. 60. Should I do it? Should I do it? I'm gonna do it. Oh. Delicious. One more time. Okay guys, so it's been a long day of video editing. We're gonna close the vlog in a bit. Before I do that, we have to address a little raffle. Every single week, anybody who comments on one of my videos or shares one of my videos on social media will get an entry into a raffle for a postcard. I put all the names of all those people in this fish, and we're gonna see what we get. Okay, and the lucky winner this week is Unfinished Business. I'll reach out to you and get your address. If you do want a postcard, make sure you're commenting and sharing my videos because it increases your odds of getting a postcard from me. So technically you can be in the mall past like closing time of most of the stores, and it's because C.A.M.P's open 24 hours. But there's only one way to get around through this mall, and that's through the elevator shaft up here. But look at this. Totally empty. Okay, well that was a glimpse of my very exciting life at a mall. And coming up on the channel this week, I'm going to show you what I pack, not only in this backpack, but my main Tortuga one. And I'll give you a little bit of insight as to what it was like to recover from my sprained ankle in Ho Chi Minh City. So I hope you stick around for that. Like, share, subscribe, and follow. And I'll see you all next week for the next Downday Sunday. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, there's a mosquito like wafting in my face right now. Until next time, get off the couch and go do great things. Bye! Joe, do you have any advice for people who are watching who may be in a similar situation?
Maybe it's not somebody traveling the world in the way that you are, but maybe it's somebody who has a job that brings them to many different places. I think